It's been a long time coming from the SC, South Carolina, baby. Sometimes it feels like the world is against me, 'cause I'm coming from SC, from heartache and pain.
Hi guys, welcome to the TheNailJeanieSC. How are you? I hope you are well and your family is doing well. Y'all forgive me for my deep voice this morning. I just crawled out of bed. So my throat got a little frog in it. Do me a favor if you don't mind. Hit that subscribe and like button for me, and let's get into today's video. So guys, today's video is going to be a collaboration video with two of my good nail sisters, Nails by Lena C, and I am Biscuit here on YouTube, guys. And I do have their names in the title, as well as I will leave their information down below in the description box. Make sure you go over and check their collaboration out with me as well, and make sure you go over and give them a follow and like and let them know I sent you. Alright guys, so we are going to be collaborating today, doing this trend that has come back in the nail community. Duck nails. And I know everybody has their opinion about a duck nail, a duck tip. You know, do you like them? Would you wear them? No, I don't like them. No, I won't wear them. We all are questioning ourselves about these duck tips, right? So guys, we've been talking about this collaboration for quite some time, and today is the day that we actually do our reveal of how we create our own duck nails, whether it be design, um, whether it be, acrylic, whatever we use in, and how we decide to use it, stones, how we decide to make these duck tips pop. So for me, guys, I purchased my duck tips off of Amazon. These are the crystal clear duck tips. I will leave the link in the description box below. I'm also going to be using my KDS glue to seal these to my natural nail. So guys, usually I would do a pop-off method, but for some reason I just felt like I want to wear these and test them out and see how they are, if they're practical for wearing everyday life, because I know that a lot of times on this YouTube journey, you see a lot of content creators that create beautiful sets, but then they have to pop them off and they're not wearing them. They're not, they can't really tell you how they held up, or are they practical, or can you, do your everyday life things. So I decided to not pop these off and go ahead and wear them. So I'm actually wearing them now, and as I'm wearing them daily, they are growing on me, guys. I really am enjoying these duck nail tips. So anyway, guys, I am going ahead and blending the tip to my natural nail, and this is something you must do when you're doing an acrylic with your tips, or even gel, hard gel, or whichever way. You want to make sure you blend the tip to your natural nail so you don't get that line of demarcation when putting on your whichever enhancement you're choosing to use, whether it's acrylic, whether it's hard gel, whether it's builder gel, soft gels, whichever way. You want to make sure that you don't show that line of demarcation where the natural nail and the tip actually meets. Alright guys, so I am using my JC Beauty Concepts dehydrator and extra bonder. I love this stuff. And I'm also going to be using my Young Nails primer before I lay the acrylic. So guys, you're going to see me, my hands doing something crazy here because I forgot that I needed to clean up the shape or take that little tab off, but I've already put the primer on, so I decided that's all right. We're just going to go with it. Okay. So I'm going to be using this Vermont, this yellow, and it's actually a glow in the dark powder. I didn't realize it was. And then I'm going to be using my Kiara Sky, and I'm going to be using my Nails by Crystal Blue Raspberry Lemonade. So these are the acrylics I'm going to be using in this set. My Kiara Sky, guys, I can't remember the name. I think I showed you on camera. But I will link it down in the description box below because I cannot remember the exact name of the powder. It's a cover powder. It was a part of their cover collection. I purchased all their cover powders in a collection that they were selling on their website. I'm not sure if they still have it now, but yes. And I have showed you all these before and showed you the names, so you can feel free to look back in my my video archive, and you'll find that Kiara Sky unboxing as well as the swatch video for these new powders. Alright guys, so I am using my Kiara Sky monomer here, and only thing I'm not using is my Kiara Sky brush, which I chose to continue to use my Pana 8S because my fingernails are very small. I have small nail beds, so I like to use a smaller size brush when I'm going to try to get to that cuticle area. But guys, I was watching Nails Galore Nails, or Nails by Galore. She is a content creator here, and I will link her channel below as well. And she was doing duck tips, which she was following a young lady who I am following now, and I cannot remember her name, but she specializes in duck tips. That's what she does, and she gives detail about how to make sure you get a good application when creating duck tips. Now, you have seen these all over the internet. Everybody have tried them. A lot of my nail sisters already have tried them. But I wanted to make sure that I'm able to do these duck nails without distorting the shape, because the whole purpose in wearing these is not to distort the duck tip flare shape, right? So what I learned while watching other YouTubers and other content creators who do this duck tip thing is you need to start at the bottom and flare out your acrylic, or cover the flare at the bottom. So you want to start at the free edge and work yourself up. That way you cover the flare and you maintain your shape. So you want to make sure that you clean in the direction of the duck tip, your sidewalls and things like that. And you want to maintain that flare. If you get your application as good as possible, then you don't have to do a whole lot of filing at the end. So guys, I am going to be showing you all how I did my application. Right now I'm taking some clear and I am covering just my natural nail area where the natural nail is exposed, because I'm going to be using this pigmented yellow, and I'm going to be using glitter as well. So I like to do that every time I do acrylic. I like to do my clear base just to protect my natural nail when filing down the acrylic. That way when I file off the acrylic, I get down to that clear acrylic layer, and I'm able to go ahead and continue on building the nail with whatever product I choose to use next. Alright, so as you see, I am taking blue raspberry lemonade, and I put down my first bead, and I am just going to spread this glitter out, guys. I am going to spread it out. I'm going to get down at that flare, and I'm going to make sure that I am checking my sidewalls and the bottom to make sure I don't distort my free edge. I say the bottom. My free edge, so I don't distort the flare for the duck tips. And that's one of the things I'm learning on this duck tip journey. Guys, if you mess up the flare and the sides, then you don't have the duck tips. And I don't know, you might have to change your shape. You bring the shape in and narrow it, and now you don't have a duck tip, but you just have a wide nail. So I just wanted to stay in practice to what I've learned over time through other content creators to make sure that I can get my application as nice as I possibly can. So guys, I don't always work in acrylic, but I love working in acrylic. So let me know how you think I did down below in the comment section, guys. Let me know if you want to see me doing more acrylic nails. I really do enjoy when I'm collaborating with my nail sisters. Nails by Lena C, which we call her the Queen of Claws. Yes, she can lay some nails. When I talk about acrylic, guys, if you're not following Nails by Lena C, she know what she doing when it comes to this acrylic game. She love those long nails, don't care, and she wears those nails. So guys, if you want to know if that's practical, follow her over on her channel because it's very practical. This is her daily wear. Her nails, she don't pop them off. She actually wear her nails. So guys, yes, so if you're wondering if wearing long nails is practical, how do you do your daily functions, follow Nails by Lena C. She'll give you the scoop on all of that, child, because she does it every day. And guys, I just love being able to collaborate with my nail sisters. My next nail sister I'll be talking about is I Am Biscuit. And guys, she is the reason I started my journey. She is one of my motivators for starting my journey. I'll say not the prime reason, but she is one of the reasons why I decided to start my nail journey and my YouTube journey. Because I saw that it could be done, that it was not hard to do. And she showed us that through walking us through her steps when she was in school, and just starting her journey. And it made all the sense for me to go ahead and start mine. So she has amazing acrylic tutorials and applications on her channel as well. She is another sister of mine that know how to lay some acrylic, and I just love watching her. I love watching her and Nails by Lena C do their thing. So I am just trying to keep up, as they say. So yes, guys, I'm sure you all know who I Am Biscuit is, but I Am Biscuit is not just a content creator here on YouTube. She is also the brand name behind Nails by Crystal. Guys, this is her acrylic that I am using, that blue raspberry lemonade. This came from this collection she just put out, which was her third custom glitter acrylic collection. Y'all, when I tell you talent on talent on talent, yes ma'am, my sister got lots of talents. And if you are not following her, guys, go over and give her a follow. I promise you, you'll be glad that you did. Following both my nail sisters, you'll get so much joy and entertainment out of watching their channels just like I do. I love them so much. I thank y'all ladies for allowing me to be a part of this collaboration with you guys. I cannot wait to see what you create with your duck tips. And guys, this is just a fun collaboration, and I am really just loving these nails. But let me tell you something about this glow in the dark acrylic. I did not know that this acrylic glow in the dark until I woke up and it was glowing. So I am of age, and I have what they call old lady bladder. And I was waking up one night to go and relieve the bladder. And yes, I looked and my nails was glowing in the dark. And I could not believe it. I was like, this is glow powder? I just wanted it for the color to make everything come together. So had no idea. Could not remember that this is a glow powder that I purchased. Excuse me, guys. But it was. And I like it. You know, it just helps me to get excitedly ready for the spring and the summer. And I cannot wait. I am so excited that I could be doing spring nails and summer type looks now without having to worry about the fall and winter colors. Which, you know me, I'm going to do what I want to do either way. I don't care what season it is. It's no mandatory you have to do XYZ. But I just love a good color pop. And yes. And guys, if you notice, I don't do a 3 bead, 2 bead, no bead method. I do a every bead method. Whatever it takes to get what I'm looking for, that's what I do. Now, I'm going to tell you, on this pinky nail, I started to think, did I mess up my shape? Did I distort the shape? So I had to look back at some of the other duck tip creators and notice that something with the pinky is just not as flared out as all of the rest of the nails, which is a good thing. I mean, it's your shortest finger, and besides your thumb, and you really don't want it to be in the way. So at first I thought I had messed up the shape, but I kept cleaning up the sides and, doing it the correct way. It just looked different than the other, the main three nails or three fingers, which is your pointer, middle, and your ring. That tip just looked more flared out than, the pinky. But the thumb is also flared out. And I'm going to tell you guys, I do not like having to build up on my thumb. My thumb is my least favorite nail to build up. My thumb and my pinky is my least favorite to build, because my thumb, you can see my nail bed is just extremely, very, very small. And you see, I grabbed that bead and I started to, ombre into the yellow with that bead. But then I realized I had way too much powder. So let me just move to the pointer finger and use that on the pointer finger without losing the powder, because I don't like to waste, guys. As you notice, I'm not wasteful, and I don't like to waste, but sometimes you can't help it. Now today, I'm going to tell you guys, today when I was doing, well, not today, but when I was doing this, it was actually very hot in my house. And I thought it was my room because I had on all of the lights for recording. But my daughter came in the room and she was like, Mom, it's very hot in the house. And for this day, we were in the 70s, but my house was 80 degrees and I didn't have on anything, the air, the heat, nothing. My nail room is on the upstairs, so you know that they always say heat rises. So it was extremely hot in the house, and my acrylic was drying super fast. So guys, I was working super fast trying to lay this so it don't just really just mess everything up, right? Especially when I went to encapsulate. So here we getting ready to encapsulate. And if you notice my clear beads are drying super fast. And I'm like, oh my God, Jenny, you got to move. And I'm not used to moving fast with acrylics because, as you all know, I only do acrylic on myself. I don't have acrylic clients. I had an acrylic client, and she have not been able to get back in the seat. So I don't have that opportunity to just play with acrylic as much unless I'm doing it on myself. So I was like, this acrylic is drying extremely fast. It must be very hot in the room. So when I tell you that atmosphere temperature really does affect your products, you've heard it time and time again on other content creator channels. It does affect your application, how your products dry. And I actually make sure that I get monomers and powders that are beginner friendly, more on the slow setting side and not fast drying acrylics. But this evening, it didn't matter about what I had. It was drying super fast. It was very warm in my room, and after I realized what was going on, by that time I had already finished the application. We did turn the air on in the house, and cool down the house, but it was too late by then. Did what I had to do. But I think it all turned out very good. No matter if I had to move a little quick with the application, I think the application turned out very well. Now, what I would say I would do differently the next time I decide to do another duck tip is build a little bit more on my tip. Because wearing these, now my tips haven't broke. I can tell you, I don't really like thick nails, and I definitely don't like thick acrylic nail at the tip. I really love the structure of my nails, and I think it's your preference on how you build your nail, how much acrylic you want to use. But of course, you want to make sure you build a strength in the apex. And I just kept looking at my nail. I kept turning the nail, the barrel side up in my face so I could see that apex, turning it to the side to see the apex. And I had a very nice apex. The only finger that gave me the trouble building the apex is this one right here. I built the apex, but I wanted to build it a little bit thicker, I guess you could say. But for some reason, my thumbnail is so flat that when I build a hump, a nice hump, I think that's enough for me. And usually it works. I've never, now I don't want to jinx myself. I've not had a problem lately with any type of breaking with my tips or the nails in general, not having good structure when I do my acrylics. So I'm not gonna say that it's bad, but it was not the thumb gives me trouble. I'm gonna say my thumb always gives me the most trouble. It's the biggest nail bed I have on my all of my fingers, but it just gives me the most trouble. I wasn't even friendly with the thumb in school. Even with our practice hands, our teacher, when we did our practical, we studied our practical, what you have to do at state board. She would always make us sculpt the thumb because she said a lot of people don't want to do the thumb. They want to do the easiest fingers. But what if your instructor, while you're taking your practical exam, tell you you need to sculpt the thumb? So let's sculpt the thumb. So I learned to work with the thumb, but the thumb is not my favorite. It's very, I think I need a bigger brush when I'm working with my thumb, but I'm not in the habit of saying, okay, well, let me go get another brush just for my thumb. So I'll get there. I'll figure it out, but it's not my favorite, but I did make it work, and it all turned out beautifully in the end. But yeah, I guess y'all said she on the ramp about this thumb. But the thumb is just my least favorite nail to do anything with, whether it's acrylic, whether it's gel, hard gel. It's not even about what niche I'm using. It's just my thumb is just one of those. And the thumb is so beautiful because it has a wide enough nail bed to work with. It gives me trouble because I guess because I can't see it the way other people gonna see it, and I think it's good, but then once I go to file buff and all of that, I can see that it was a little divot between where it's going down into the flare at the free edge. So I'm like, okay, I could have put a little bit more acrylic there and smoothed that out, but it's done now. What's done is done. So. But guys, I have talked y'all ear off. I'm going to let you all sit back, listen to some music, enjoy the rest of this application, the filing. I did use a little bit of charms and a cute little stone type thing that I purchased off of, I think I got these off of AliExpress. So I'm going to let y'all sit back and see a little bit of what I'm giving and listen to a little music as we do this. Don't forget to check out the other ladies on this collab, Nails by Lena C and I Am Biscuit, guys. And don't forget to check out the description box below for any links that you may be looking for or any affiliate codes that you might want to shop and save you some money with. And check out my Shopify as well. So I want to thank you all for the support to my channel. I truly appreciate you all very much. If you are here and have not subscribed, go ahead if you would and hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you a part of my YouTube family as well as my YouTube journey. Guys, we are almost at 500 subscribers. We like 100 and something subscribers away And when we get to our 500 subscriber mark, a little over 500, because you know sometimes I get the robots or sometimes YouTube takes some subscribers away. Make sure, guys, when you are subscribing to the channel for the first time, just leave me a comment, whether it be a smiley face or a heart, but just leave me a comment so that YouTube will recognize that you are actually a real person and not a robot. Alright, and I can keep you as my subscriber. Alright, guys, so I'm going to let you all watch the rest of this application and listen to a little bit of beats. And yes, I'll come back shortly. Enjoy. So guys, here is the finished look. I hope you guys like these as much as I do. I am just in love with these. Thank you all for watching. Please don't forget to comment, like, share with someone, and subscribe. Follow me over on all of my social medias at TheNailJeanieSC. And guys, I will see you all in my next video. You already know what time it is. Poof! The Nail Genie. She's out.